YouTube, Rumble, everybody listening across the Fruited Plain, the ninjas, everybody else, I bring you greetings. I've had the audacious honor of being able to test two guns to see which one is better to be the one gun that you carry all the time. The two guns are the Staccato C2. This one is the C2 Limited, and as soon as this is done, this is getting packed up, or at least the top end is getting packed up, and it's going back to Staccato because it was supposed to come with a compensator on the end of it. Because I called Tony Pignato and I said that if you guys made a C2 with a compensator on it, that would be the Everyday Carry XC. And of course, I didn't know it, but they actually did make that, and this is this gun. And this gun is still in its very plain Jane, it's optics ready. It doesn't have an optic on it yet. Very plain Jane setup. I haven't put a flashlight on it yet, but it has been shot. But the contender, that is the Staccato CS. Now the Staccato CS, this is, what they attempted to do was take this kind of shooting feel and put it in a gun this size. And, I've shown you the differences before. The differences, and if you take away the threaded barrel, there's not a whole lot of difference in length from beaver tail to beaver tail. There's not a lot of, difference in height from sight to where the magazines go in. The difference is going to be slightly lesser weight, and the magazine capacity, or not even the magazine capacity. So C2 takes the standard Staccato, 9mm 38 Super magazine. These have been reconfigured. The G3s, this is the latest iteration. They lock open when you shoot them. And then this one is much more narrow for the CS. So I had the enviable position of taking these two guns to the range and running them in very basic drills. Nothing fancy. Very basic drills, just shooting drills from concealment, and this is what we found. Now, along the way, and let me interject here real quick. Along the way, I asked my friend Mark, and while we were loading magazines, I said, well, just pick those up and tell me what you think about with these when you're picking these things up. And you begin to see how much the line is blurred between these two. Give this a look. So what's the difference in the feel?
This one feels a little fatter on the grip.
Yeah.
Then this one feels a little slimmer. The grip on this one feels more grippy.
Yep.
So to speak.
Well, the CS has got the new module, which is in your right hand, and the C2 has the older module, which is now in your right hand.
Wow. Doing it I like the smaller one. This one right here.
Missed all those headshots. And so here we are. We come to the end of this moment where it's time to make a decision. And the decision that I've made, and this is conditional. The decision that I've made for the everything gun that I'm going to carry most days, and the gun that I'm going to carry in the zombie apocalypse, and everything in between, right? You got one extreme here and the other extreme here, is going to be the C2. It's going to be the C2. There's just not enough difference in the overall size of this gun for me to sit back and say the CS is the way to go if you're looking to conceal carry. I know lots of guys that have gone to this gun as the main primary thing they're going to carry nowadays. And I fully get it. Now, like I said, this one is going back. And we'll get the compensator on it. And the compensator should not make it any longer than it is right now with this threaded barrel. It may be slightly longer. I don't know how much it's going to add to it in weight. This weighs 2 pounds, 5 ounces with 16 rounds in it. 2 pounds, 5 ounces. This is 2 pounds, 1 ounce. This package is hard to beat. And here's what I would recommend to you. If you already own a Staccato C2, unless you just absolutely have to have every Staccato model out there, you do not need to sell this and go out there and buy the Staccato CS. If you do not own a Staccato at all and you're looking for a gun that's going to be your carry gun, that you're going to carry on a regular basis, then I heartily recommend the Staccato CS. And get the magazines and go train with it. When you get out here and you shoot the heavier guns and everything else, and you're used to a longer gun, and the dimensions on this the differences are minimal, but I mean, they squeezed an awful lot into this gun. This is a phenomenal pistol. And while this is gone, everyday carry. And I'll be training with this because while I'm waiting on this to be completed, which it shouldn't take that long to do, I'm going to start on a daily basis. Not on a daily basis, but I need to start running the ARs more often than I have been heretofore because I sort of lost that mojo. So I'm working on that too. So some of you are going to disagree with this, and I get it because this is a very blurry line between these two guns. A very blurry line. If you already have this, congratulations. If you don't have this and you're saying, what's going to be my first Staccato? I would say go with this. You know, these are American-made guns, made for heroes, made for heroes. They're made with people in mind that have to use a gun professionally, and they show, because the only problems I have with a Staccato is when I use one of the older 9mm 38 Super magazines that were for competition, and it fails to lock it back. I haven't had an ammo or a malfunction as far as shooting with all the ones that I've shot up to this point. And I've been shooting them since 2019. So it was an easy choice for me to make, because this gun is a burner without a doubt. It just smokes, and at the same time, you're not settling. If you don't own a Staccato yet, for those of you that, I mean, like I said, let me reiterate this one more time. If you own this, unless you want one of these, and you got to have one of these, I don't think this is a better carry solution than this, at least for me. That line, like I said, your mileage is going to vary. So thanks for giving this a look. I surely do appreciate it. I hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up if you like that. Maybe subscribe to the channel. That would be really cool. I would enjoy that very much as well. I am out of here.